Hello, 3-1 Fitness family. Today we're going to be doing drop to base to a full squat. So I'm going to have my hands above my head, my shoulders are aligned, my feet are hip width apart. I'm actually going to be standing on my toes. And once I drop down to base, I'm planting my heels and bending my knees, and then going into that full squat. Remember, for this exercise, you're not going to be on your toes the whole time. Once you drop to base, you're planting your heels, as well as with the full squat. I'll do 2 more repetitions. Hello, 3-1 Fitness family. Today we're going to be doing skater lunges. I'm going to describe the movements and then we'll get into the exercise. To start off with, if I'm going to my left, I'm going to have my left foot forward. I'm going to twist my hips, swinging my right foot back, and then I'm going to be taking a nice deep lunge, just like so. A common mistake most people make is that their knee will go past their toes, and that could lead to knee problems. So I want my knee to be nice and aligned with my toes. And after you get those movements down, we're going to get right into the exercise. I'm going to start by hopping and getting right into it. Just like so, making sure my knee doesn't go past my toes. And then once you get the rhythm of it, you can go as fast as you can. Just like so. Hello, 3-1 Fitness family. For this exercise, we're going to be doing the RDL. So I'm going to start with my feet and ankles hip width apart. And I have a slight bend in my knees. All we're going to be doing is hinging at the hips. I'm actually going to grab this backpack to increase the difficulty and add some weight. So I'm just going straight down like that, hinging at the hips like I'm closing the door with my butt. Make sure you have that slight bend in your knees as to not cause knee problems in the future. So I'm gonna do 2 more in a different position so you have a different view, just like so. And I'm just hinging at the hips, a slight bend in my knees, just like so. And rising back up. Hello, 3-1 Fitness family. Today we're gonna be doing a split squat. To start off with, I'm gonna take a nice big step with my left foot. Once I have my feet in a nice neutral lunging position, all I'm going to be doing is bending my knees. My right knee is going to be as close to the ground as possible, while my left ankle is going to be on line with my knee. I'm going to make sure that my knee doesn't go over my toes. A lot of people end up doing that, and that can lead to knee problems. Just going down. We do 1 more rep. Just like that.
We're going to be doing a traditional push-up. So we're going to start off in our high plank position. You're going to have both feet, your toes pointed towards the floor, hip line with your back so you have a nice tabletop back. You want your hands underneath your shoulder. Once you have that down, you're going to go down and push away from the floor. Down again, push away from the floor. And remember to keep a controlled breathing throughout the exercise. You don't want to hold your breath. Common mistake is usually flaring out the elbows too much. What you want to do to avoid this is just think about pushing an object. When you're pushing an object, ideally, you don't want to push it like this. It's more efficient to push it as so. So why not do a push-up that way? Hey everyone, we're doing the overhead press in a staggered stance. All we need is a towel. So we're going to start off by going into our staggered stance. Make sure both feet are pointed forward, parallel to one another. Next thing, you're going to have your back nice and flat. You want to make sure your hip is aligned with your back. Then you're going to pull that towel apart, holding tension, and just bend those elbows right in front of your shoulders. Have those shoulder blades slightly pinched, and all you're going to do after that is raise it straight towards the sky. Remember to keep controlled breathing. A common mistake is usually pressing forward. Way to avoid that, like I said, is by ensuring your shoulder blades are slightly pinched. And also when you're raising the towel towards the sky, you want to make sure your arms are right next to your ears. And that's it. So for this next exercise, we're going to be doing the side plank. So we're going to lean on one side. We're going to do this on both sides, but I'm going to be demoing just the right side. So you want to make sure your leg is right on top of the other one. Now you want to make sure you have embraced abdomen area, so that when you raise your hips, you can hold it in that position where it's straightly aligned with your body. Next thing, your arm is going to be elbow bent and directly underneath your shoulder. Now just go ahead and show that. Lean on your side. Have a comfy ground. You don't want to drive your elbows into hard concrete. So foot right on top of the other. Arm bent directly underneath your shoulder. You're going to raise your hip and hold. Remember to breathe in and out. Do not hold your breath. and just relax. Okay, for the next exercise, we're gonna be doing shoulder taps in a high plank position. So high plank position, we wanna make sure our feet are pointed towards the ground. You wanna make sure your hips are in line with your back, so you have a tabletop back, and your hands are underneath your shoulder. Common mistake is either raising your behind way too high, so that's why you wanna make sure your hip is aligned with your back. As soon as you have that ready, just tap your shoulders.
Hi, my name is Arlene and I'll be your instructor for this cardio circuit. Our first exercise are toe taps. We can use a weight, a ball, a mark on the ground, or a curve. What we're going to do is we're going to tap our toes and alternate as fast as we can. So we're going to start. Make sure you're breathing. Tapping that toe as fast as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our next exercise is quick feet around a cone. Again, you don't have to have a cone, you can have a ball, a weight, or just a mark on the ground. We're going to start off with quick feet. We're going to come up around the cone and then back. Up around the cone and then back. We're going to start. Moving those feet as quick as possible. Breathing throughout the entire exercise. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our last exercise are high knees. What we're going to do is we're going to bring up those knees as high as we can. We're going to drive them into our hands. So we're going to start. Ready? Bring those knees as high as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2,